Hi Nana. We will learn question bank 7 related to study of gas laws. Okay, in this video. Right. So we'll start with the 12th question in this video. What is 12th question? It is related to numerical problem. So let us see what is that problem. A gas occupies 120 centimeter cube at a temperature of 27.3 Kelvin. Okay. So here there was a gas. So it is so now this gas, it is occupying how much volume? So a gas is occupying, volume of 120 centimeter cube. Okay. So when the temperature of the gas, so actually, so now this is the gas whose volume is 120 centimeter cube, and under the temperature, absolute temperature is given, so it is 27.3 Kelvin. Okay, so find its volume at 0 degrees centigrade. So when temperature is 273 Kelvin, okay, its volume is 120. Suppose if we assume this temperature as initial temperature, and now the volume, its volume will be, its initial volume, so will be equal to 120 centimeter cube. Its initial volume will be equal to 120 centimeter cube. And if temperature is changed, if its volume, if the temperature is changed to 0 Kelvin, 0 degree centigrade. So initially the temperature was this much. When temperature of this was this much, the volume of the gas was this much. That means when temperature is this much, volume of the gas is this much. And we have to find its volume, find its volume when the temperature is at 0 degree centigrade. So that means when temperature is at 0 degree centigrade, 0 degree centigrade will be equal to how much? 273 plus 0. It will be equal to 273 Kelvin. Okay, 273 Kelvin. So we at 273 Kelvin, at 0 degree centigrade means at 273 Kelvin. So what will be its volume? So when temperature is 27.3 Kelvin, its volume is 120 centimeter cube. When the temperature is changed from 27.3 to 273 Kelvin, then what will be its volume? So that means there is a rise in temperature from 27.3 Kelvin to 273 Kelvin. So that means temperature is raised by 10 degrees. So volume also should increase by 10 times, 10 folds. So in order to solve such problems, we have to use a Charles law equation. So according to Charles law equation, the ratio of initial conditions, the volume and temperature ratio of initial conditions will be equal to the volume of and temperature ratio of the final conditions. Okay, so the volume and temperature ratio, the volume temperature ratio of the initial condition will be equal to the volume temperature ratio of the same gas, okay, under final conditions. So when the pressure is kept constant, pressure and mass of the gas kept constant. So here, so in the question, the pressure is kept constant. So when pressure is kept constant, we have to recall Charles law equation. So this is called as Charles law equation. So now we have to substitute these values in this equation. What is V1? V1 is 120. What is T1? T1 is 27.3 is equal to, what is V2? We have to find. So let us assume it as V2 only. Then what is T2? T2 is 273. Okay. So then V2 will be equal to what? Upon rearranging, so this one into this one will be equal to, V2 is equal to, bring this 273 this side. So it will become 120 into 273 divided by 27.3, because simply bring this one to this side, then only V2 will be left over on the other side, and these 3 will be in the same side. Okay, now here 273 27.3, so here 27.3 into 10. Okay, suppose if you multiply into 10 on both sides, then it will become what? 273. It will become what? It will become 273. Okay, it will become 273. Okay, so 27.3 into 10 means 273. So now we can cancel this one, 273. So what will be the answer? It will be equal to 1200 centimeter cube. Or else simply I will put one more step. 273 27.3 into 10, so it will become 120 into 273 into 10 by 273. Now we can cancel these 273. So now it will be equal to 1200 centimeter cube. Okay, the new volume V2 will be equal to 1200 centimeter cube. So that means find its volume at 0 degree centigrade. 0 degree centigrade means 273 Kelvin. So at 273 Kelvin, the volume will be how much? 1200 centimeter cube. So therefore V2 will be equal to, therefore V2, what is V2? Volume of this gas, at 0 degree centigrade is equal to how much? 1200. It is equal to 1200 centimeter cube. Twelve hundred centimeter cube. Okay, so like this. So this is the 12th question. Next we will go with the 13th question. What is the 13th question? Even 13th question is also numerical problem. Okay, we will look into that 13th question now. Question number 13. A gas occupies a gas occupies 100 centimeter cube at 15 degrees centigrade. A gas occupies 100 centimeter cube of volume at 15 degrees centigrade. Okay, next find the temperature to which the gas must be heated so that it occupies a volume of 125. It occupies a volume of 125 centimeter cube. Okay, so that means here initially the volume of the gas was 100 centimeter cube only at 15 degrees centigrade. Now the gas is heated. When the gas is heated, the volume of the gas is increased from 100 centimeter cube to 125 centimeter cube. So to what temperature the gas should be heated so that its volume, final volume become 125 centimeter cube without any change in pressure. Without any change in pressure. Without any change in pressure. That means, what is the meaning of without any change in pressure? Means pressure remains constant. When pressure remains constant, so we have to recall Charles law equation, because here there is no change in pressure. Without any change in pressure means, so there is no change in pressure. So when there is no change in pressure, pressure remains constant. We have to recall the Charles law equation. So what is Charles law equation? Charles law equation says that V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. So what is V1? Initial volume. So here initial volume is how much? 100 centimeter cube. And T1, what is initial temperature? T1 is equal to 15 degrees centigrade. So we have to convert this 15 degrees centigrade into Kelvin. So simply add 273. So it will become 298 Kelvin. Okay, it will become what? 288 Kelvin. It will become, okay, it will become 288 Kelvin. Then what is V2? V2 is nothing but final volume. So what is the final volume? It is 125 centimeter cube. Then what is T2? T2 is nothing but final temperature. So we have to find to what temperature we have to heat this gas. Okay, so that its volume will increase from 100 to 125. From 100 to 125. So here we have to find T2, final temperature. So here final temperature is equal to, therefore upon rearranging, so we will get this equation like this. So T2 will be equal to V2 into T1 by V1. So what is V2? 125 into what is T1? 288 Kelvin. 288 by what is V1? 100. Okay, so upon calculating, what do you get? You will get 360 Kelvin. 360 Kelvin temperature. Therefore that when temperature is raised to 360 Kelvin, then the volume will raise, okay, will rise from 100 to 125. When temperature is raised from 288 Kelvin to 360 Kelvin, then the volume will rise from 100 centimeter cube to 125 centimeter cube. So 360 Kelvin. So this 360 Kelvin can be expressed in degree centigrade also. So how much degree centigrade it will be? Simply upon subtracting 273. So from 360, if you subtract 273, then we will get the value in degree centigrade. So it will be equal to 87 degree centigrade. We may express either in degree centigrade or else even in Kelvin also. Unless until it is specified, we have to mention both the temperatures. So suppose if it is specified as degree centigrade, then we have to convert into degree centigrade, or else simply we may leave up to 360 Kelvin only. Okay, so like this, right? Next 14th question. What is 14th question? So at what temperature here, at this temperature, the volume will become 125 centimeter cube when pressure is kept constant. Okay, right. Now we learn the 14th question. Even 14th question is also related to numerical problem only. Even 14th question is also related to numerical problem only. What is 14th? Right. At what Celsius temperature? At what Celsius temperature At what Celsius temperature will the volume of a gas at what Celsius temperature will the volume of a gas at 0 degree centigrade triple itself? At what Celsius temperature will the volume of a gas triple itself? That means volume. Suppose if initial volume is V, then final volume will become 3 times of V. So that is the meaning of the volume of a gas triple itself. Okay, volume of the gas triple itself at 0 degree centigrade. So that means when temperature is equal to 0 degree centigrade, that means 273 Kelvin, then the volume is tripled. So from which temperature if the gas is heated to 273 Kelvin, the volume will become from V to 3V. That means volume is tripled itself. Means volume becomes 3 times of its initial volume. If initial volume is V, then final volume should become 3 times of its initial volume. So at what temperature, that means from what temperature, at what Celsius temperature will the volume of a gas here initial volume of the gas is 0 degree centigrade. So here it is mentioned as initial volume of gas is 0 degree centigrade. So here at what Celsius temperature volume will become triple. That means at what Celsius temperature the volume will become triple. At what Celsius temperature volume will become 3 times of its initial volume. So actually at what Celsius temperature will the volume of a gas at 0 degree centigrade? That means the volume of gas, it was at 0 degree centigrade. Okay, so that volume will become triple. So the volume should become triple. At what temperature? At what Celsius temperature will the volume of gas at 0 degree centigrade triple itself? So at what temperature volume will become triple of its initial volume? Okay, so now here the question, the pressure is kept constant. The pressure is kept constant. So when pressure is kept constant and temperature and volume are changing, so hence we have to recall Charles law equation. What is Charles law equation? V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. Here T1 and T2 should be expressed in Kelvin temperature. So here 0 degree centigrade will be equal to 273 Kelvin. Okay, so now V1, what is a V1 value? V1 volume, suppose if V1 is, that means initial volume is V, then final volume V2 will be 3 times of initial volume. So because volume is triple itself, so that means 3 times of its initial volume. So here what is V1? If V1 is V and T1 is 273, then final volume will become 3 times of its initial volume. So because volume is triple itself, so that means V2 will become 3V, 3 times of its initial volume. Okay, now we have to find the at what temperature the volume becomes 3 times or else triple. Okay, from at this temperature if the volume is V, at what temperature the volume will become 3 times of that V. So then in order to know this one, T2 will be equal to, upon rearranging, T2 will be equal to this one into this one, this one into this one by this one. So T2 will be equal to 273 into 3V by V. Okay, bring this T to this side and V this side and 273 to that side. So it will become what? So it will be 3 times of 273. So 9, 7 3 is 21, 1 2, 2 3 is 6 1, so 2 3 is 6 to 8. So 819 Kelvin. So at 819 Kelvin, so the volume will become 3 times of its initial volume. So this much Kelvin. Or else, in order to convert this Kelvin value into degree centigrade, simply subtract this value by 273. That means 219 minus 273. If you subtract 219 from 273, we'll get 546 degree centigrade. Okay, so that means here we have to calculate, so at what Celsius temperature it is given. So that means we have to find the final temperature in Celsius scale only. Okay, that means in centigrade. So here we should not stop by calculating in Kelvin scale only. So we have to further continue this problem in order to find the temperature in Celsius scale. That means in centigrade scale. Okay, so simply in order to find the temperature in centigrade scale or else Celsius scale, simply subtract this value. Okay, subtract this value by 273. Okay, so that means if you subtract 273 from this value, you will get the final that final temperature at which the volume has become 3 times of its initial volume. Okay, and that volume and the temperature here it is expressed in centigrade scale or else Celsius temperature. Okay, so this is 14th question. Okay, now let us look into 15th question. Okay, even 15th question is also a numerical problem related question. Okay, we will learn the 15th question also. We'll try to solve the 15th question also. What is 15th question? Find the volume in centimeter cube. Find the volume in centimeter cube of air expelled expelled from a vessel. From a vessel. What is the meaning of expelled? Air expelled from a vessel. Expelled means thrown out. Suppose if there is a vessel, so any vessel actually no vessel will be empty. So compulsory there will be some air in it. Suppose if this is a vessel, so compulsory it should contain some air in it. It should contain some air in it. What happens? So now this vessel is at certain temperature. So the air present in this vessel, if it is under certain temperature. Suppose if you heat this vessel, what happens? So the air, because the air molecules, they gain kinetic energy, they will try to move away from each other, and due to this what happens, they will try to expand, their volume increases. So they will as this is open vessel, what happens, some of the air will be thrown out, because as the volume is increased, what happens, some of the air molecules will come out from this vessel. That means some of the air molecules, they are expelled. Okay, so that is the meaning of expelled from a vessel. So find the volume in centimeter cube of air expelled. So how much of air is expelled? How much of air is removed from the vessel? Okay, how much volume of air is removed from the vessel? We have to calculate here. So find the volume in centimeter cube of air. That means how much volume of air is expelled from a vessel. Okay, so here the condition is from a vessel. Actually the vessel is having how much? The vessel containing containing 0.4 liters, 0.4 liters of air. So initially how much air was present in the container before heating? So the vessel was containing 0.4 liters, okay, liters of it, 0.4 liters of it. It means here air, 0.4 liters of air is present in the vessel initially, okay. So initially the temperature was, okay, initial temperature was at 250 Kelvin. So that means initially the initial temperature of the air was 250 Kelvin. Okay, so initial volume of the air is 0.5 liters. Okay, when the temperature is 250 Kelvin. So initially before heating this gas, so the volume of the air present in the vessel is 0.4 liter. Okay, and the temperature of that gas is 250 Kelvin. Now here the question is, when it is heated to 27 degrees centigrade, at same pressure, at same pressure means pressure is remained constant, it is not changed. Okay, so here when it is heated to 27 degrees centigrade, see initially the temperature was 250 Kelvin, and if it is heated to 27 degrees centigrade, 27 degrees centigrade means how much it is? It will be equal to 273 plus 27. So it will be equal to how much? 300 Kelvin. Okay, that the temperature is 300 Kelvin. So here when the gas at 250 Kelvin, it is heated to 300 Kelvin. Okay, so what happens? So the volume also will increase when temperature is increased. When temperature is increased from 250 to 300 Kelvin, volume also will increase, because Charles law, at same pressure, that means at constant pressure, volume is directly proportional to temperature when pressure and mass of the gas remain constant. See, look here. This much volume of the gas is there. Okay, and temperature is 250 Kelvin. At 250 Kelvin, when this gas is heated, when the temperature of the gas it is raised, when the gas is heated, the temperature of the gas is raised. So this gas is heated to what temperature? When the gas is heated to 27 degrees centigrade temperature. So that means 200 Kelvin temperature. So final temperature is 300 Kelvin. Okay, initial temperature was 250 Kelvin and initial volume was 0.4 liters. Then what will be the final volume? Final volume we have to find first. So what is the final volume? So in order to know the final volume, so we have to use the Charles law equation. V1 by T1 is equal to V2 by T2. So here we need to find V2. So from this we can convert this one. So upon rearranging, then V2 will be equal to what? V1 T2 by T1. So what is V1? V1 will be equal to 0.4. What is T2? T2 is 300 Kelvin. And T1. What is T1? 250 Kelvin. 250 Kelvin. Remember that always we have to use capital T's only. Capital T's means Kelvin temperature only we have to use. Suppose if degree centigrade is given, we have to compulsory convert into Kelvin temperature. If degree centigrade temperature is given, we have to compulsory convert into Kelvin temperature, and then only those values only we have to use for calculation purpose. Okay, so that means here that degree centigrade temperature is converted to Kelvin temperature, and then only only we have to use the Kelvin temperature values only for calculation. So here 0 0 cancels. So here how much it 5 5 are 5 6 are, so 6 4 are 24, so it will be 2.4 by 5. Okay, the final volume will be how much? It will be how much it will 2.4 by 5, or else if you convert this into 2.4 by 5 liters, 2.4 by 5 liters, or else V2 will be equal to, so convert into centimeter cube. So 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube, 1000 centimeter cube. Okay, 1 liter is equal to 1000 centimeter cube. So simply convert the answer in 2.5 by 5 liter. So instead of liter, I will write 1000 centimeter cube. So that means instead of liter, I will write 1000 centimeter cube. So this value. So 2.4 by 5, 2.4 by 5 liters. Liters means instead of liters, I will take 1000 centimeter cube. So here I will upon multiplying with 110, so it will become 24 into 100 by 5. So 5 ones are 5, 5 20s are, so it will be equal to 240 into 2. 240 into 2, it will be equal to 480 centimeter cube. It will be 480 centimeter cube. So the final volume will be equal to 480 centimeter cube. Okay. So here the question is, the question, according to this question, we have to find how much of the air is expelled. So here we got final volume as V2, but expelled air, that means how much amount of air is thrown out. But here the capacity of this one is 0.4 liters. 0.4 liters means it will be 400 centimeter cube only. The capacity of this that vessel will be 400 centimeter cube only, but the final volume is 480 centimeter cube. So can it hold 480 centimeter cube of air in it? No, it cannot hold. It can hold up to 400 centimeter cube only. So the remaining 80 centimeter cube, it will be expelled out. It will be thrown out from the vessel, because that vessel cannot hold the remaining 80. So expelled air, how much amount of air is expelled, or else how much amount of air is thrown out. So here we can find out this one upon subtracting the initial volume from final volume. So from 480, if you subtract 400, then so 80 centimeter cube of the air will be expelled, because this vessel cannot hold 480 centimeter cube, because its volume is 400 centimeter cube only. As its volume is 400 centimeter cube and the final volume is 480 centimeter cube, so 480 centimeter cube, V2 final volume is 480 centimeter cube. Because when temperature is raised, volume will increase from 400 to some higher volume. So from 400 centimeter cube to 480 centimeter cube, the volume is raised. That means there is a increase in volume by how much? 80 centimeter cube. So that increased volume of air, it cannot it cannot be held by this vessel, because the vessel's capacity, maximum capacity is 400 centimeter cube only, but the new volume is 480 centimeter cube. So that means 80 centimeter cube of the air will be thrown out. That won't remain in the vessel. It will be thrown out, or else it will be expelled out from the vessel. So here the question is, how much of the, find the volume of air expelled out. Okay, expelled from a vessel. So that means how much amount of how much volume of the air is thrown out from the vessel, or else how much volume of the air is expelled from the vessel. So expelled air will be equal to final volume minus initial volume. Okay, because initial volume is nothing but the capacity of vessel itself. So itself is 400 centimeter cube. Okay, so from this it is understood that expelled air can be known by removing the initial volume from the final volume. So upon subtracting the initial volume from final volume, we will get 80 centimeter cube. Here 80 centimeter cube of air is expelled from the vessel when the vessel is heated from 250 Kelvin to 300 Kelvin. Okay, right. So with this, 15th question is finished. Okay, now we will learn the other questions in the next video. Okay, so from 16th question onwards we will learn in the next video. Bye Nana.